All right, hey everyone, time for a video. And today we're going to be doing the first of what I'm just going to say is basically an arena video. I haven't really done almost any too much in the way of exact PvP videos. So here's the layout. First of all, whenever I'm going to be doing these videos, they're going to be later in the week. Secondly, it's going to be trying to keep to a somewhat bonus team, as you can see here. I am trying to keep at least some weekly bonus, whether it's very rarely going to be up here in the 100% category. But that's okay, because it doesn't always have to be. So my Elana is actually coming along pretty nicely, and I might slot her in for tomorrow's video, because I'm thinking about doing one more of these. But for today, we're just going to do 5 arena matches, and we're going to do a couple just being, letting them play out so you can see it, and some of them we're just going to be essentially just winding her up and just hitting the skip button and going through it, because I don't know how long these videos are. I don't know what everybody's going to prefer, if we can keep doing these videos, which is definitely my intention. But I also want to give a little bit of time to show people, or to let people guess whether or not, and by how many points. So, roughly 500 points. You look at this, for example, the way I'm thinking about doing this video, or these videos, and definitely in this one. So we're going to click here, we're going to skip ahead, but we're also going to let you, potentially guess who's going to be the winner, me or them, and by how many points. So, it's roughly about 650, I think, with max bonus, or around 600 with max bonus. I think this week the max we can get is about 500 with the slightly below tier things that we have. So let's see here. We're gonna have to wait. The other reason I'm going to skip some of these is because I just kind of want to, it takes a little while to load into this video. I'm not super big on doing editing, and but I do want to show some of the fights once we get a little bit higher, because around 5,000 is feels pretty low. So we're gonna shoot through a couple of these. We're gonna pick a couple of matches. Look at this one, for example. A full light elemental team. We got Elana here at 103. We got Locke here 120, and JPN 120 against this. So very much I feel like Celeste is gonna kind of cancel out the JPN, and then it just depends on our accuracy on these two characters. Fight 2 evasion characters. Again, match number 2. Let's see the result. And yeah, I realized that quite a few of my videos are quite long, so I figured I'd try this out at just a a more brisk pace. And then if people really are outraged about not showing all 5 matches, definitely will just show 5 matches. But there you go. Number 2 is a win. Not against a full 120. You can see our score slipped a little bit there, but a win is a win. Also, I do want to still get some wins, because weekly lapis is a good thing to get in. Here, this is a much more good example of a purifier team. These are the ones I particularly try to target most weeks, just because a mainly water team just has a bigger advantage against a fire team. But this week, a little bit of a handicap running a Lyra still, which now that my Elana is actually getting up to 115, thanks Gumi for the ticket for the 200 Elana EX orbs. That was really nice. Elana could probably definitely just go on this team, and she has some synergy with Celeste. She has some synergy with Asteria, so probably wouldn't be that off of a team. So here we go, throw it in, and expected win kind of thing. All right, so we've done our quick battles to get some early little matches for you. Now we're gonna go in full match. As you can see, this is one of the ones. This not really a smart choice for us to go up against because, as I've said, lightning just quite frankly beats us. Here's a pure light matchup. If we got something a little more interesting, it's first 115, so we'll run this one, and yeah, and just enjoy the nice music playing in the background. So this one we're not going to skip. We'll show you this battle in full. Now, when it comes to the whole light strategy for the following week, I think that next week is going to be really a lot more interesting because Elena's are going to be very close, if not fully maxed. And then we're going to get a much better idea of how strong the teams are. It really does, to me, matter the following week about dark versus light. The Leela Joker comps with, I would assume, Helena versus these style of comps. I don't know who's necessarily better. As you can see, we're already struggling a little bit with Locke here, maybe not getting the best of luck. Locke can be really annoying just based on his counter ability, being so good at dodging stuff. So we got one down already. That's really good news for us. Jaden not quite dead yet, but neither are our guys. All right, we got both of them. So Locke's going to revive. That is to be expected. And there you go. There's a full win. Actually, a better win than our previous one against the Fire Elemental team, which is interesting because normally that would not be the expected result, but I feel I'm finding Berserk lately is screwing strategy, and Setias are starting to come back into rotation, partially, I assume, because of ice comps. We'll take a look and see. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad one. I just want to win. That one's feels like the natural counter to me. This is a level 80s, and basically the same thing that we just fought. And I kind of want to show a variety of teams. Sadali actually might be really interesting. This is a very varied comp, and one of the things that I found quite often with Sadali is that he's not good against when he doesn't have a tank protecting him, but, you know, it depends where the status effects land and how the fight goes, so this should be interesting. For our last one, we got a little bit of a varied thing, a little bit of a wild card, and let's just see how it ends up. And this video should roughly be about 10 minutes looking at the timing, so that's really nice. Yeah, just trying to home in on that nice 10-minute mark for our first video, see what people think of this, and then go from there. But yeah. Elana, I will be testing my own Elana probably in the following week, because originally it was looking like I was just going to have to slow build her. You know, I could get her to EX, but not much further than that. I was kind of just thinking to myself, oh, well, this is probably going to be as good as we're going to get this time, and that was going to be it. But it turned out to not be the case. So yeah, Leela is definitely a force to be reckoned with, especially because she can shut off counters, and a lot of the time counters are really important for dealing with some enemies. All right, so he's not getting his initial attack in. That's really good for us. Leela ended up getting hers in, which is pretty scary. So there's the charm, but it didn't seem to really matter all that much anyway. A little bit of bad luck there versus that. Fusion, not really good for us. There's the heal. Strong, looks like we've lost this one, partially because of status effects and whatnot, but no, is what it is. Also, it doesn't seem like the AI casted Guts that time, or it was canceled out by one of the effects off of the character. So, you know, loss is a loss, and it sucks, but we just move on. So yeah, that's a general look at kind of what JP Arena has looked like this week. As you can see, quite a bunch of different elemental teams. Light evasion is starting to crop up a lot. Seems like a fair number of people have gone for Elana and a Dario, no less. But the thing is that dark elemental teams are not something to be rifled with, and it'll be interesting to see the following week whether people like, especially with the expectation of light teams, where they put in a lot of the new Leelas for people who have her at 120 and fully maxed out, or whether, you know, just what. So we'll see what's going on, but probably expect another one of these videos tomorrow as we continue at the end of the week to see what the arena is shaping out to be like, and maybe this is a little informative for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the video. Thanks for watching. See ya.